Hi folks, my name is Dave. I am the solver of Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt, and I'm going to give you reasons why that this community and everybody else in the world thinks that Forrest Fenn had the treasure chest retrieved. I am going to prove that differently in this video. This video is going to release Forrest Fenn from the blame of what's happened here and the reasons why. Now, this video is clearly and definitely my opinion. It's speculative. It's I have a whole bunch of words here that I want to. It's in my judgment. Personally, it's my standpoint, and as far as I see it, I looked up the word opinion to find out what to say here. So I have like 30 words I wanted to fit into a description here, but I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to say this is my story that I'm going to produce. That's my own opinion, and just things that I've seen that I believe, that's on there too, that I believe unfolded the way they unfolded. For you folks that have questions, now, I asked Eric from another video about using some of his questions in my video here. So I may put his videos here, just a description of what he's asking and answer it for you so that you know I am, this will start to all make sense at the end of this video. And I don't want it to be 4 hours long. I want to try to keep it hopefully within an hour, because there is a lot that needs to be explained between like a 10 or 11 month span from July 2019 up until June 6th, when Forrest Fenn got the picture of the treasure chest. Now, in a little bit after that, what happened and how everything unfolded. And I know that I've said before, the person who solved the treasure hunt is going to be the only person who can answer all the questions about what happened and why and how it all pulled together and why you people are confused. Now, I've said that in my videos, and I'm not asking anybody to go back and look at my videos. At the end of this video, I will let you know that the one and only true video that I put out has the actual poem. So I know 100% that I am the man who solved Forrest Fenn's poem. Now, the hidden story behind that, that's the little story that we all need to figure out what happened, how this all came about, where all the questions are, and who's at fault, why this happened, why that happened. And that's what I'm going to give you. And the way I've decided to create this whole video is going to explain that. But I have to do it in a story fashion, because what ends up happening is it's like going up against the president. Nobody's going to listen to you. The president is going to have last say. He's going to have what's everything that you try to ask, the president is going to discredit or say no or lie about. So this situation, that person that is behind everything is Shiloh Old. In this story, I'm using him in my make-believe story to let you people know what happened. And now I am going to be the bad guy. I know this is going to create a situation where I put myself in the line of fire, in danger, I'm going to look like an asshole. I'm going to look like a crazy guy. But the people that know, the people that investigate out there of this whole thing and know some of the things that happened, that's what I was waiting to find out. And I had some people come forward, and watching 2W2 Eric's videos. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I haven't watched enough to know that, but I have kept an eye on you. And great videos, by the way. This is a link to his video that I watched. And I'm going to answer questions from that. But I'm still going to have my story that I tell you that will explain why you people are asking for questions And nobody will listen to just a simple answer. I've already done that many times, and I'm done. I'm just going to answer them in my own video from that 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 month period, and answer it so that you understand it. Okay? This is where we're going to head. And it's all strictly my own opinion, right? As far as I believe that I'm the true solver, this is opinionated into a story so that you understand how it all came about. First of all, I blamed some other people that I thought, like after I found the final resting place, I blamed some other people that were friends of mine, Richard and Pina. And I apologize for that. I did a little video and it was cute. I wasn't mean about it. I was just upset. And I was upset because of the whole situation of Forrest Fenn's final resting spot was supposed to remain between the finder or the solver and Forrest Fenn. And it did not. Okay? And I let that information out to Richard and Pina. And I asked them to grab the cross for me that everybody's so upset over. But you will see that cross was the final resting place. Now, Richard and Pina, I apologize. I thought maybe you blurted it out. Somebody saw the sign and the information got out that way. Now, this whole situation took until now, until right like this past week, talking to somebody who came forward, like a shining star, came forward and gave me information that I don't know. I can't go out into the community and search thousands of videos to find out these answers that I needed answered. I confided with this person who will remain anonymous right now, but they are the ones that gave me all this information to give to you from answers of timelines and dates and things that were said and things that happened. So that out of the way, I want to apologize to Richard and Pina, and I wanted to apologize to any of the other bloggers out there that have that I've accused of possibly Forrest Fenn letting them know about where the treasure chest was. Because I do know, I can tell you, I know 100% Forrest Fenn, right after I sent him the pictures of the actual final resting place, he did confide in one of the vloggers. We'll call them vlogger number one. And he let them know that somebody was really, really close to the treasure chest. But they already knew that somebody had, the year previous, had said they had stopped searching. They knew that. So Forrest gave out information to this vlogger number one about information about the search and searchers and 200-foot searcher. Whatever information he gave out, he gave it out. And I know he did because of 4 days after I sent him that picture. Now, that being said, he had to tell somebody that the final resting place had been found. Now, who's the only person who took over all of this information and was Forrest's helper? And he gave all the information to this one person, right? Shiloh. Shiloh was the one that took over everything for Forrest. And I give Shiloh kudos for taking care of Forrest and helping him along. But Forrest Fenn confided in Shiloh and told him where the final resting place was. Now, this dateline that I'm going to give you, the time, starting the end of July, let's say. I know in July I found the final resting place. The end of July, I sent Forrest that picture. Sometime in the beginning of August, vlogger number one let the information out. Forrest gets mail. I knew right away that I was his guy. That was my spot. I had reasons I didn't get the treasure chest, and that's besides the point. It shouldn't have been told to anybody. Forrest said that was going to happen. Okay? Nobody should know the information, just Forrest and the solver. And I am the solver. That information, Forrest told Shiloh where the final resting place was sometime in August, September, October, somewhere around there. So Shiloh, okay, maybe we will get right into the story. All right, this is all opinion, and it's all speculative. Forrest Fenn tells Shiloh, hey, a guy found the treasure chest, or found the resting place, but he won't send me the information on whether or not he retrieved it or not. So Shiloh goes, well, where is it? Forrest tells him, it's at Palisades Sill. It's right in the upper parking lot, that extra parking lot, where the cross was. The cross was gone, but there's still a ring of rocks there. Like I said, I never took it away from anybody to still be able to find the final resting place. So that ring of rocks was still there. Now, Shiloh, well, I'm going to go find out if the treasure chest is right there. It's only a couple hours away, right up in Cimarron. Shiloh goes and retrieves the treasure chest. That's when all of the shit started, where Shiloh has a treasure chest now. Forrest knows it's the guy solved it, but didn't know where the treasure chest was. So Shiloh wants to hide it from Forrest, but he wants to end this whole thing. Now Forrest knows that, I'm not sure of the timeline, and this is what I asked people for. Now to understand this timeline, at this point in time, it's September, October. Forrest Fenn knows that the final resting place has been found. Now, in my story that I'm going to tell you, Forrest has no idea that Shiloh went and retrieved the treasure chest. Okay? Now, all of a sudden, Pam Chatrone gets this email in October of 2019, before Forrest passed away. It was an email that I believe Shiloh was typing up to say, okay, I'm going to put a nice remembrance letter together for Forrest. Now that I have the treasure chest, he can know, because Shiloh's been sneaking around trying to get all this stuff squared away. But some kind of email, and again, I don't know the information. You people that have done all the investigating know this. So this is going to make sense to the people who have investigated all the information. Now, Pam gets an email, and I think it was from Shiloh, and it was supposed to go out to a certain person, maybe, I'm not sure whoever was going to help him to finalize this whole fake treasure hunt ending. But Pam Chatrone gets a letter, and now she has a gag order, right? She's not supposed to say whatever. Shiloh jumped in and goes, you are not going to be saying anything about this whole situation.
Remember Pam Sheridan, who was on Greg's channel and talked about getting the information from Fenn that was supposed to go to Shiloh, but accidentally went to her, and it actually had stuff from the Medium article that Jack later published, but she got it before Fenn even died, because Forrest Fenn sent it to her by accident. That's interesting, but it goes nowhere. It just means Fenn sent something out. It ended up in the Medium article that Jack claimed to Dan Barbarese that Jack himself wrote, and if Pam is correct, then that's not true. Or Fenn was sending something before the chest was ever found to Pam by mistake that Jack wrote and was later published, but for some reason Fenn had it months before supposedly Jack was, outside of a couple of minor communications, was introduced to the chase. More weirdness. I mean, there is some weird, this chase does have a lot of weird stuff.
There's some kind of remembrance letter, even before Forrest passes away, and a remembrance letter is supposed to be about how the chest was found and how great Forrest was. I don't know. I never saw the letter. I still wait to see it. But so that is fishy. People know it's fishy, and what's up with it. Now, after that whole fiasco of the remembrance letter, that I'm telling you, Shiloh's a ding dong. He's a ding dong. He can't keep his stories straight, and you'll see why. So Shiloh, trying to hide it, screws up, sends out the remembrance letter on Forrest's email, because it was all interconnected. There were certain people who the emails went to. Now, all those people are on gag orders that were on that, or whatever happened. So now, Pam Chatrone, that whole fiasco that I'm not really familiar with, you people know something happened there. Okay, so there was something starting And it was all from Shiloh starting this whole thing. So, December, I heard, 2019. Forrest Fenn talks to Dale, sends him an email. I want to end the treasure hunt. Because Forrest Fenn knows that the final resting place had been found. He figures that I have the treasure chest. I don't. Shiloh has it. Forrest doesn't know that. Dale, I don't know what was responded. I've asked Dale for help. Dale won't step forward. Nobody steps forward. I believe everybody's on a gag order. Who knows? But Dale and Forrest Fenn had that communication. Now, from what I heard from that situation, from what I remember, because I solved the poem, now what I have to do is solve the trickery that went from the treasure chest being retrieved by Shiloh and how it all unfolded. And you people will see that. So Forrest wants to end the hunt. Now, his family wanted him to stop and end the hunt for how many years since it started, right? Now, all of a sudden, from what I heard in December 2019, his family, or Shiloh, is saying, no, we can't end the hunt. Don't end the hunt. Whatever, because Shiloh's going to get caught. Because Forrest Fenn knows that I found the final resting place. Now, Shiloh, he ends up saying, no, we can't do it. We can't do it. We can't end the hunt. Or whoever, the whole family gets together. So, after that whole fiasco in December, everything goes quiet for 6 months. I have a feeling Forrest might have known that Shiloh had it, and he couldn't rat out his grandson. Okay? And remember, folks, this is all hypothetical. I had a feeling Forrest Fenn knew, and he didn't want to rat out Shiloh. That's the other possibility. Or Forrest Fenn was still in the dark and had no idea that Shiloh had it, and he wanted to end the hunt. Now, it's all quiet up until June, correct? Nothing happened. Nothing from those 6 months. Then all of a sudden, now, Forrest Fenn gets the picture of the treasure chest sitting on the ground. Forrest Fenn, he gets the picture on June 6th, correct? Or that's the date that Jack found it. And supposedly right when Forrest Fenn got that picture, he didn't know who it was from. Okay, the guy wanted to remain anonymous. So Forrest Fenn, knowing that I had solved the treasure hunt, the poem, Forrest Fenn, June 7th, 2020, gets on some news agency, Dale site, wherever, and announces, hey, the treasure chest has been found. It's been retrieved. It's been retrieved by a man from back east, right? That's what Forrest said. Now, he either said that because he didn't know that Shiloh had it, and he was just announcing that he knew who found the final resting place. That man from back east, nobody brings that up anymore. Why? Why does nobody bring that up? I'll tell you why. Because it all got brushed under the rug by Shiloh. Because when Forrest said that, either Forrest knew that Shiloh had it, but it was Forrest. And I'm telling you folks this because what Forrest Fenn did was he sent out clues. In all the things in the last few months of his life, he sent out clues to the solver to let the solver know that, hey, I know you solved this and something screwy happened. Okay? So Forrest Fenn says either to rub it in Shiloh's face or because he had no idea of anything that Shiloh had done. There's two different scenarios here, and I'm not going to break them down. I'm just going to let you know. Either he's knows Shiloh has it, but they said, Forrest, we're going to send you a picture. This is one scenario. We're going to send you a picture, and we're going to let you know, and it's going to say, it's just going to be the treasure chest. Everybody wants to remain anonymous, and Shiloh can ride off into the sunset with the treasure chest. Meanwhile, Forrest, upset that Shiloh has it, and he's mad because he's like, I can't rat my own grandson out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give that guy credit from the man from the East. And when Forrest announced it, there's a man from back East who solved it. It's all done. He wants to remain anonymous. Then there was another portion that Forrest Fenn put out. Now this is the thing that validated that I knew that Forrest was sending me the message, because the pictures that I sent him, and I'll put it up real quick, and you'll see. I've already done it in my videos, so I don't want to sit here and do a bunch of different video things here. But the reason I know Forrest was validating me is how he announced that the treasure's been found, and this is what he put on Dale's site. The treasure's been found, and the guy wants to remain anonymous. It was under a canopy of stars in the lush vegetation of the Rocky Mountains. That's exactly the same picture that I sent Forrest. Now, me stating right along for a year and a half now that I'm the guy who solved it, why would Forrest say it the way that he said it? Because he was sending a clue to me, that letting me know, you're the guy that solved it. This other bullshit that's going on behind me, I can't do anything about because it's family. And Forrest was mad. I'm telling you, Forrest regretted telling Shiloh the rest of his whole life, that whole next year. Either he lived in torment of knowing that he couldn't say anything because it's family, that they had it. But anyways, this hypothetical situation, Forrest puts out, it's under a canopy of stars in the lush vegetation of the Rocky Mountains. I'm like, oh my God, that's the pictures I sent him to let him know I found the final resting place. So that right there validated it for me. So I'm like, wow, he's telling me that I have it, but I don't, because I didn't retrieve it. Shoulder injury, law enforcement, losing my pension after 20 years. I just needed to wait one more year. And it should have remained between Forrest and I. They shouldn't have stole it. Anyways, what happened after that? Shiloh goes, oh shit. He's calling him the man from the East. We have to get a front ugly face to put up here to cover this whole story with somebody make believe that we're going to say found the treasure chest. Somebody like Jack, the failure at his media company or reporting, whatever he did. Jack is not the guy they should have used. He's from the Midwest. He's not from the East. Okay? So now they got a face to put to the treasure chest. Oh, good. But this guy wanted to remain anonymous, remember? Now, after Forrest announces that and he's either in a pissing match with Shiloh about this whole thing, like, hey, I'm going to give credit to the guy who deserves the credit. And Shiloh is like, I got to cover his ass. And they pull Jack into the picture and use Jack as the front man. Jack, okay, that's pretty much all we have to say about Jack, because he's already admitted, from what I've heard on Eric's channel.
Of course, that's what Jack Stoof is always talking about, that he didn't figure out the poem. Jack Stoof said he figured out where Forrest Fenn wanted to die. So it's very circular.
Eric said, Jack never said he solved the poem. He just wandered in the woods where Forrest thought Forrest wanted to die, and found the broken blaze. And then the treasure chest, he stumbled upon it, which Forrest said nobody would ever stumble across it.
From Jack or his attorney again, and Packer Jack comes on and asks Jack to do the right thing. Okay?
So Jack's ugly face is up there. That's the only thing that Jack is there for. Jack starts his own website and everything else, and can't even keep people interested because he can't answer anything with a straight answer. Jack, useless. I told you, Jack, you had an opportunity to come clean and you didn't. And this is the video that's going to prove that. Hypothetically, my opinion. So after that, Jack's out of the picture. I don't even care about Jack anymore. He's a jackass, and I've called him a jackass. You look back at my other videos, you'll see how mad I get at him. Anyways, now we're at the point where Forrest knows Shiloh screwed him over. Shiloh's got the treasure chest, and Forrest Fenn still wanted to give the guy from the East credit. Okay, but Forrest doesn't trust anybody now. I send Forrest an email. I'm like, hey, Forrest, and I put those emails. They're in my videos. I'm going to say, Forrest, I'm the guy that solved it. You need to rethink what you're doing here. You can't announce that it's somewhere else. And the reason I believe that Forrest Fenn announced it was in Wyoming, he made a deal. He struck a deal with Shiloh. He said, you know what? I will agree to announce. Isn't that what Forrest said? I will agree to say it's in Wyoming. Updated June 2nd, 2020 by Forrest. Many of the searches for my treasure had solves that seemed to neatly fit the clues in my poem. I found and retrieved the treasure. Other searchers wondered how close they had been to the right spot. Because I promised the finder I would not reveal who found it or where, I remained mostly silent. However, the finder understands how important some closure is for many searchers. So today, he agreed that we should reveal that the treasure was found in Wyoming. Until he found the treasure had not moved in the 10 years. Folks, I just had to interject here for a second. If you really believe that this message was from Forrest Fenn, asking Jack if it's okay to reveal that it's in Wyoming because Forrest needed to check with Jack, then there's something I need to tell you. If you don't call Jack the solver, you can call him the finder or whatever. And I don't even believe that Jack retrieved it. It was Shiloh who retrieved it the year before. And people are speculating that because of the letters and because Forrest wanted to end it. I don't know the situation. I wasn't there. But Jack and Shiloh were in it together. But Shiloh is behind everything. So Jack, out of the picture, Shiloh and Forrest said, I will agree to announce that it was in Wyoming, but you do not call Jack the solver. I don't care what you call him, but he is not the guy who solved it. And that was the agreement struck why Forrest Fenn said it was in Wyoming. Now, Shiloh, he honored that. Forrest Fenn never acknowledged Jack as the finder. He wouldn't even acknowledge him as the finder. The family finally acknowledged him as the finder when Forrest Fenn passed away. Right? Is that correct, or is my timeline wrong? So, Forrest Fenn, I sent him the email. Forrest, you need to rethink, like, saying this. You can't say it's somewhere else. I know I'm the solver. I know I'm the guy who solved it. Forrest Fenn replied to me in an email that I still have, and I put pictures up. He said, I'm not sure who you are. Because Forrest didn't trust anybody. He said, were you the guy that came to dinner over our house last week with the other two people? Or were you the guy that came to dinner with us last week? And who were the two people that came to dinner with us? That was what he said to me, because I believe. Now, The chase is already done. The treasure's been found. Forrest gets 10,000 emails a day. Thank yous. Whatever. Why is Forrest Fenn responding to one little guy after everything's all done when he has a month and a half to live? Right? Just take that into consideration. Why is Forrest Fenn responding to me? I sent him the information and he didn't trust. That's why he said, who came to dinner with us last week? Who were the two people? So me, being the sleuth I am, the two people who he's talking about, I responded. Kent and Esther came to dinner with us because that's the names on the cross. Shiloh found out that Forrest was in contact because he had control of everything. Shiloh sees the emails that I'm sending to Forrest, and Forrest is trying to find out if it's really me because he didn't trust anybody. But everything's all done. Why respond to one random guy after the whole chase is done? Everything's announced. Everything. Why respond to me? So Shiloh finds out that Forrest Fenn's trying to find out if it's really me. Now, this is what made me think that I know that Forrest was not behind everything, because when he realized he probably told Shiloh, speculative again, my own opinion, all hearsay. Forrest told Shiloh, "Hey Shiloh, the guy from back east finally got a hold of me." And he's trying to contact me. Shiloh goes into Forrest Fenn's emails. The email I received, Dave, the treasure's been found. It has nothing to do with you. Shiloh had control of Forrest Fenn's emails. So what Shiloh did was, Shiloh erased all of Forrest Fenn's emails. He's like, fuck this. I'm not letting this guy get this information out. So, who's to blame there? Shiloh? Zoe took credit for deleting Forrest Fenn's emails, right? Not Shiloh. Why would Zoe has no reason to delete Forrest Fenn's emails. She's covering for Shiloh. Do you people understand that yet? I hope so. Because it's all hypothetical. I'd probably say that word another 15 times because nothing is fact here, right? Everybody's wondering what happened. Why were Forrest Fenn's emails deleted? Forrest got screwed over again by his own family. What he did was, he goes, fuck these guys. I'm going to put this guy in my will. If these guys are going to screw the solver over, I'm going to put him in my will. So Forrest Fenn decided, I put something in my will, sends it to off to the lawyer. Okay? I don't know why Forrest Fenn's will disappeared, but that's my own opinion. What happened? Forrest Fenn's like, this guy's getting screwed over left and right. I can't contact them, emails, they're holding me back. I can't. Forrest Fenn, hands were tied. Forrest Fenn did not have his family. Forrest Fenn did not have Jack retrieve the treasure chest, okay? Now, what I needed to do after all of this information came out, that's what I needed to see to know who to point fingers at. And that finger is pointed right at Shiloh. Right at Shiloh. Shiloh is the one behind all of this. And who is the one you're going to go ask for answers? Shiloh. He's placed himself at the top of that pedestal of the Forrest Fenn answers. He is like the golden child of anybody wants information. Where do you go? You go right to Shiloh, right? Shiloh is the man. He is like the president. He is the one that can say he's wrong, he's lying. All of the people that think there's a conspiracy here, what do you think this whole thing has been quiet about, right? Shouldn't the information come out? Shouldn't something come out? Some kind of solve? Shouldn't the family say, hey, Forrest had the solve in his safe here, or Forrest had it in a locked up envelope at the lawyer's office that was never supposed to be opened until there was a question about the solve. Everything's disappeared. And do you know why? Because Shiloh has control of every single thing. And you people don't have any clue on who's behind the solve or what the solve is. If you look at my one and only true video solve, you will see all the answers are right there of what the actual solve is. There is one solver, and it's not any of the other vloggers. And I feel bad. I would shake your hands and say, you know what? I forgive you for being upset. I know you felt like you solved it, but you didn't. And the solver is going to figure out what happened behind the scenes, how Forrest Fenn got screwed over, because Forrest sent out little bits of clues at the end of his life to the real solver. And you people aren't the real solver, so you didn't pick up on those. So what really happened here is I've solved Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt poem. Bottom line, you look at the videos, I've answered every single thing in those videos. Every single quote, every single question, how it all connects to Superman solve, Aunt Esther, how you get down. Every single thing is in those videos of the solves. The solution is all right there. And Forrest knew one person really solved it, found the cross that was so important to him for Vietnam. That was how he incorporated it, folks. Now, I've said right along I'm the guy that solved it, but how can I prove it? The only way I can prove it is to prove who fucked over Forrest Fenn. And I'm telling you, in my own opinion, nothing's fact here. Okay? Nothing is fact. I have no facts. I have no proof. All I have is speculation. All I have is my own judgment of what I think happened. But I'm giving it to you now. Okay? Because now I know it wasn't my friends who took the cross that blurted out. I know Forrest Fenn blurted it out to somebody. And who's the top guy who's the only person? If Forrest Fenn knew the solve was solved, who would he go to? Shiloh. Who's covering up everything? Shiloh. Who announced Jack as the finder? Shiloh. I'm telling you folks right now, every single thing that you have questioned in this whole chase is all going to come out now. Because the people, if you know the timeline, and I still don't know a lot of the other things that happened in this whole timeline. I've tried, there's too much information out there. And I am not watching K-Pro or Kyle Lazar's, because those people, I've watched Kyle Lazar's from the beginning. And his little videos, oh, send me a picture, or send me cameras, send me candy, send my kids toys. I've watched him grow. I've watched him grow into this entity. Now, all of these little channels, there's certain ones that got shut down. Vlogger number 1, they went off the air. They got shut down last year because they put that video out that said somebody's really close to the treasure. Something happened there. That vlogger number 1 back in October when they went off the air. Their future husband still did videos, but I'm not saying any names. I'm just saying they probably got a gag order. Now, I'm gonna send this out to the other vloggers. I just heard on Eric's channel, he said Cynthia and Dale got together and said something about. I put it up here. There was so many things I.
Imagine if you were that you had a channel and it was dedicated to the Forrest Fenn chase, and the chase ends. I mean, Forrest says it's over. Jack has the chest now. I personally believe, like many do, apparently Cynthia and Dale recently got together and agreed or put out a statement that they believe that the Fenn estate with Forrest had the chest retrieved by Jack Stoof. My old theory that I've had forever is they gave Jack a general location, and then they made him actually go find it in this general location. I think Shiloh was probably the liaison between Jack and Fenn. I think Fenn may not have even known Jack was picked as the one to look for it. He may have been the, quote, lead searcher that Fenn kept saying there's not a lead searcher. Maybe Shiloh knew there was a lead searcher. Anyway.
Eric, thank you. Thank you for the okay to use your questions. And I'm hoping to put them in between here where they fit for the answers, to answer things for you. But as far as Cynthia and Dale, they know. They said, I think they put a video out that said 9 Mile Hole is not the solve. They know, but they're probably on a gag order. So the thing is, this whole gag order thing that Shiloh keeps sending out to everybody, maybe, in my own beliefs, I have to use those words. I have got so many to use. Speculation, I use that one. Oh, the verdict is, there's so many words that come up with opinion, synonyms, and I just want to use them all. But this information you people need to know. So I'm getting antsy. All right, Dale and Cynthia put out a statement. They know they're probably on a gag order, but they're saying 9 Mile Hole is not it. And you people that are smart enough out there to know 9 Mile Hole is not. Shiloh, I am actually going to put a picture here, and I'm going to put some writing. And this is the picture that all of the rabbit holes that you people have gone down, this is the reason why. The master of rabbit holes. Okay, that was the master of rabbit holes. Shiloh is the main reason everybody goes down all these rabbit holes, because he is the biggest rabbit a-hole out there. Okay? And speculatively. Anyways, I'm hoping I covered everything. I had a list here I wanted to go through, but I figured I can edit and take things in, take things out. So I'm going to pause it for a second, make sure I didn't miss anything, because there's a lot of important things that I still have to say about this whole ordeal that you people are going to start seeing the real truth from, because they can't hide it anymore. They've hid the Netflix thing. Does anybody know where the solve is?
There's a documentary out there, right? Netflix is doing. If any of you want to check it out, it was on. Oh, what's the one that it was a Copperdan site, or was it? It's one of the web pages. Well, anyway, there's a thing out there if you want to sign off on trying to get into the documentary, but they're looking for people who actually search for it. I was thinking about doing it. I don't know. I think it'd be a big stick in the mud, because I'd be kind of like, I don't believe any of this bullshit going on, you know. Just stick with the original chase, and after it's found, just give up, because you're going to run into a morass of bullshit. Hi, folks. Another interjection here. I applied for that Netflix thing, and I guarantee who's behind trying to hire these people who are set in place is Shiloh. And I was never contacted. I was told I was one of the heavy hitters in this, but I was never contacted to get on Netflix. Imagine that. Dan Barbarisi, right off the bat, Shiloh's friend, Jack's friend, they connected. They just lined this whole thing up. Let's do a book. They can't dispute a book. Let's do the Netflix TV show. Well, Netflix is going to be sorry that they're having a lie done right now. And I've warned them too. I've tried to put it out there. I've tried to contact people from Netflix. I've tried to contact lawyers from New Mexico. Nobody wants to answer me. Nobody wants to get back to me. Well, I'm telling you, I'll do it by myself. And I told you I'd do it by myself. All I needed was the information from a certain person out there, a certain gem,
of a person. They set me off to know specifically that it's Shiloh behind every single thing. And I didn't want to believe that. I really didn't, folks. So what I've done here is made myself out as the biggest asshole in the Chase community, blaming Shiloh. Correct? I'm the biggest asshole now. So I told you I'd be the punching bag for all of you. Well, that's being a punching bag, because I'm rolling my sleeves up. I'm ready for the fight. And lawyers are probably going to contact me now, which is fine. Some type of settlement. His family stole what his idea and everything he did, his legacy, it was swiped right out from under him, and he knew that at the end of his life. And that's the sad part. Forrest Fenn knew he got screwed over, and he couldn't rat the people out because it was his own family. And it's horrible. It's absolutely, absolutely disgusting of the whole situation. I can't imagine how he felt, so betrayed. And I asked the family, I put videos out. I've said, please tell the truth. The truth will come out, and it will eventually come out. And I'm the smartest guy. That's the dumbass who didn't retrieve the treasure chest from the final resting place. But it was supposed to stay between Forrest and I. So, yes, I'm the smartest dumbass you will probably never meet, because there's so many people out there. But there are people I want to shake hands to, because a lot of you people who investigated this, that's why the truth is out. Your investigative techniques and your wanting to know the truth is the reason why I put it all together at the end. Okay? Now that's my best guess of what happened. And if that didn't happen, my apologies to the Fenn family. But I'm fighting one hell of an old machine here. I'm going up against the old machine. And it is a big machine. And I am probably going to get gag orders and shut down, harassed, whatever. I'm just putting what I believe, my own opinion, my own guessing of what the actual factual secrets behind the whole chase are and were. And Shiloh set up what's the LLC? Shiloh set up all these people. Hey, collar's ours. There you go. There's some money. Talk good stuff about me. K-Pro. There you go. There's some more money. They set themselves up. Now you got a bunch of followers. You got over 2,000 followers.
She then said, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. There's infighting amongst those in the know of information and secrets, and they never tell us the whole story. We are purposefully kept in the dark.
They say, we're golden. All we have to do is kiss his ass, kiss Shiloh's ass. And Jack, they probably don't even know that Jack is a false god up there, that they're kissing his ass. Jack is zero. Jack is nobody. Jack is the front ugly face that they put up there. I'm telling you folks right now. So this video is going to put everything into perspective of how everything lined up in order. Okay? I just want it out there. I'm not looking for all this glory. I want Forrest Fenn got ripped off. And you people know that. And some people think that it's his fault. It's not. He gets screwed over. And the only one that's going to know that is Shiloh and Zoe covering for Shiloh and the actual true solver. That's who's going to know that Forrest got screwed over. And they thought they could keep the better of me. They sent Robert the jackass. I probably put that video out right before I put this one out. But Robert the jackass, I can't even think of his name because he's so unimportant. He's just trying to shut me down, tell me to shut up, give me false solves. And this has all been planned. They've been watching me from the beginning to see what my level is. And I can't even get 150 150 people following my channel. Imagine that, the real solver out there. And if you don't believe that, watch my videos of the true solve, the Superman explanation, the homely girl video. Those are beautiful. Forrest Fenn, his credit for 15 years, they are flushing down the toilet, saying that it was so simple even a child could figure it out. They're taking the whole concept of how he interpreted this, and they're trying to shove it up Wyoming's ass and trying to use it up there. It's not in Wyoming. And you people that think it is, and you don't even want to hear what the real story is, that's on you. That's you can follow Jack to the end of the earth and whatever, but the real people out there that have done the investigative work, you people will know. You've been asking for questions. I'm the guy that can answer the questions. And yeah, it's going to be out there. The information's out there. I will be contacted, I'm sure, somehow, news agencies, lawyers, the Fenn family, somebody is going to contact me and say, hey, we really need to talk to you. We have information. I heard Eric say there's some channel out there that's a conspiracy channel for Forrest Fenn. I don't know where it is. I don't know who it is. But those people, they should contact me. So this information that I've given you, this little make-believe story of how everything unfolded, okay? If it doesn't make sense to you, it's because I'm only guessing. I don't know the answers, okay? So I'm covered. I'm not stating fact. I'm stating what I think possibly happened, okay? So that takes all the heat off me. Now you can't take me. I've asked them before to take me to court, that I've said too much, but they try to keep me quiet, and I'm just not going to do it. I want you folks to know the truth. I want you folks to see the beauty in Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt poem and how it all connects, and what a beautiful job he did. It was genius, and it all got smeared and flushed down the toilet. Well, you know what? I'm plunging it out. I'm going to clean that water. I'm going to clean Forrest Fenn's name, because Forrest Fenn was innocent of everything that you people think that he did.
Oh my God! Can you feel that? Huh? Can you feel it, Captain Compost? That day of redemption in the hand! Repent, and thou shalt be saved.
So I would probably rattle on for 6 hours of informational stuff instead of videos where it goes cyclable. It just, you people get fed bullshit from other channels, and this is going to change it. Look into it. That's all I'm asking. You people with the imagination and with the skills that can look into this information, those are the people. You guys are going to figure it out. I can't. I'm telling you right now. I'm just a simple guy who figured out Forrest Fenn's poem, and then who figured out who fucked him over. And I told you who did it. And I'm doing it alone. I appreciate any input. I appreciate people backing me finally, to know, hey, you know what? I believe what this guy's saying. He has a solve that answers every single thing, but nobody pays attention to it. Nobody wants this over. Do you want the bullshit to keep going? Do you want the I don't know what happened. Why is they doing this? Why are they doing that? Contact me. Ask me, and I'll tell you why they're covering it up. Why they covered this up. Why they covered that up. This whole story needs to come out, the truth. And now, you know where to look. Look up the LLC of where it comes from. And what video bloggers, or whoever you want to call them, there's connections there, and there's gag orders. Those people, I'm speaking up for you because you have a gag order on you. I don't have a gag order on me. Do you see a gag on me? No. I'm not in the bedroom. Okay, I like being funny. So this whole thing was just a big barrel of fun information for all of you people to understand what's going on and what happened. And now where do we go from here? What is the big thing? What is the big next step? If people realize, hey, this actually might be truth. Where do we go from here? Now, I'm going to try to answer any questions that come up because before it gets shut down. But like I said, I'm sending this video to multiple places. So they can shut it down here, but it's not going to get shut down in other areas. And by the time they realize I've done that, and I've already sent this video out to certain news agencies, I'm giving the heads up to Eric ahead of time, the person who helped me, that I would love to give credit to right now, but I'm not going to, because this is going to cause a shitstorm of high velocity, and I am going to get shit in my face from the olds. So it's old shit I'm going to get in my face. Anyways, I appreciate you people watching. I appreciate thumbs up that the truth possibly could still, like, this could be the big right? This could be it. Finally, when the guy finally comes forward, solves Forrest Fenn's poem, then solves the mystery of who it was behind the whole treasure hunt fiasco ending, the bullshit ending. I know, Shiloh, what you did. I've asked you to come forward. Well, this is it. What's going to happen to me? Am I going to get sued? I hope so, because I would like to get my information out there. This is interesting. I told you it was going to get interesting, didn't I? Now, if for those people that have picked on me right along, I said I would shake your hand. I understand you didn't know what really happened. Okay, maybe you will understand a little better now. The people that have not watched any of my videos, you may not understand any of this video, except a possibility of what could have happened. The people in the Fenn community, I have asked you multiple times, just watch the videos constructively. And I don't want you people getting picked on that you didn't see the actual solve when I put it out there. It's because you had in your own minds of what the solve was and you couldn't let it go. And I understand that. I understand. And you may say the same thing about me, but there are people out there that are going to know, holy shit, this guy is right about every single thing he said, about every single thing, the way it happened. Okay? But give me more information. I'll give you more information on how it happened and who's behind what. But as far as the emails, everything else, I hope I covered everything. I'm going to shut the video down and look at my list and make sure I did. Okay, again, to touch on Forrest Fenn. He agreed to say it was in Wyoming so that they could call Jack the finder, not the solver. There are so many things in there that I don't want to repeat things, but I looked it up. I looked up different things. I think I covered basically everything I wanted to say. I hope you folks have a great night, a great day, a great week, whatever it is that you got going on. I hope it stays safe. You stay safe and keep in mind, you people are the ones in this Fenn community. I've asked people to get back somebody. I'm asking again, if you feel that I might be the guy who really solved it and I might have an idea of what happened, back me. Back me. That's all I'm asking. I'm going to have a shitstorm of people telling me I'm an asshole, telling me I'm psycho. If you look at the video I just posted about Robert, he calls me a psycho. calls me, if I go after the family, I'm a psycho. It's just to keep them protected because they are the golden child. They are the ones you people are going to ask for questions. Hey, is Dave right? Of course, oh my God, he's lying. They set this thing up so beautifully to protect themselves, except from the guy who solved it. So keep that in mind, folks. All right, I'm going to let you go now. Hopefully, throw me some questions. Contact me. There's people out there that are going to be like, way to go, Dave. Nice job. You nailed it. Whatever. I appreciate that. Give me the thumbs up. I can tell you right now, I usually have about 30 thumbs down. And those are Jack's friends. And those are the other bloggers and bloggers who don't want to admit that there's another guy out there who really solved it. So those 30 people, I don't care about. It's the people, the real people out there who want to know the truth and that want answers. And now, after I put this video out, you're going to get them. You're going to get those answers. They are coming. And it's from the brilliant people out there. I'm just a regular guy that would throw a bedroll in the back of my truck and go look for the treasure and find the final place. But was an idiot for not grabbing it or not. It was hard to dig it up with a shoulder surgery. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry that the ending was turned into this. It shouldn't have. If Forrest didn't tell Shiloh, this all wouldn't have got fucked up. But there is some really shady shit going on.
All right, let's go see if we can get ourselves a confession. Ooh, this is some Dateline NBC shit.
In the whole backside of this whole thing. And you people know it. You're smarter than that. You know it. So maybe I'll get more than 7 thumbs up this time. Thanks, folks. And now I'm leaving. Have a great night. Take care. I am Dave Woodard, the man from the East, the solver, the true solver of Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. And Forrest Fenn was innocent of all the things you're saying that he did with the family to retrieve it. Forrest Fenn didn't know. And I can tell you that 100% from my heart, from Forrest and I emails and what happened. I can tell you Forrest did not. The only thing he went along with was to agree it was in Wyoming so that the actual name, the solver, nobody brings up Jack as a solver. Nobody knows what the solve is. They're trying to hide me. Okay? I can tell you. It's all right there. Look at the videos, folks. All right, take care. I am the man from the East, Dave Woodard, the solver. Take care, folks. Okay, folks, I was just about to wrap this up, but yesterday during editing, I received this from Jack. Cute, right? A big yawn from Jack and his whoever is sending me this. I know all the shit behind it. They're putting a big yawn up there because I've been so boring lately, and they're expecting something to come out. So this is the video that they're waiting for. But I've been told by Robert McQuaid I am going to be silenced, I believe. I just got an email of that too a couple days ago. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it in the video that I put before this, but anyways, Jack, if you're upset over this whole thing, don't worry, you're going to get a hug tomorrow. Okay? You'll see. Folks, keep in mind, this email I received from supposedly Forrest Fenn that I am not the true solver and it had nothing to do with me, was sent on the end of July 24th, a month and a half after or more than the treasure chest was gone. Keep that in mind, and I'll put that little picture up. There's no reason Forrest on his deathbed should be sending me that. So that's right there is a massively, massively huge one that his family sent that to me just to shut me up, and it didn't. So okay, folks, remember everything in this video is over the course of like 15 months total by the time everything happened, and then the information I've given you, and those emails were from last year. I realized in the email, and this was another thing that was really shady that I forgot to put in there, right? And there's going to be more. But as far as the big reveal, last year they were going to have a big reveal. And then it was supposed to be on August 4th. And it's in my email in the video. But they ended up with this big reveal coming out August 4th. It was about it being in Wyoming. And they put it out like the middle to end of July instead of August. They announced that it was in Wyoming. They didn't wait until August 4th because I was trying to make a stink back then with Forrest and with my other little videos. So they knew, they were worried about it. And they announced Wyoming so that everybody would shut up and not pay attention to anything else. But that was all a lie, and that was all from Shiloh. So just so you folks know, I wanted to add that in. And as I said, there's going to be more, I remember, that's gone on. So the questions you have, please give them to me. I will answer anything that I can. Thank you, folks. So anyways, what I wanted to say was this video, this is my story. This is my judgment. This is my belief. This is my school of thought. This is my outlook. And in my mind, as I see it, this is my slant on it. This is, personally, in my estimation, what happened. So it's all opinion. All different words from opinion. That is my side of the story. And you know, and hopefully it answers a lot of questions all of you folks want to know. But as I've said throughout the video, make sure you pass this on because it is going to get deleted. And I am going to get, there's going to be a lot, it's going to cause a big shitstorm. And I'm not going to have the backing from a lot of people unless they know something fishy went on. So as far as the community, they're not going to back me. They have their own opinions, but they just can't get it through their head why this all happened the way it did. I've given you enough information where if you didn't question something, some validity of conspiracy here, then there's something wrong with me, apparently. So that's my story. Now, what we need to do together is figure out who's really behind this, because I don't know. I don't have any idea who or why all of this fell into place the way it did. Right? I have no idea. Anyways, any help you folks want to give me with information, maybe we can solve what happened, why Forrest Fenn's treasure was retrieved with no information or anything that happened. But I know there's people out there that can help and that will help. I've already discussed that with a few. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And I tried to make it fun. I tried to make this little story enjoyable and understandable. And I know there's some reading involved for some of the 30 thumbs down that they give me. There's some reading that's probably going to go right over their heads. But maybe they'll start changing their minds, I hope. Like I said, I'm willing to shake your hand to say, hey, you know what? I was right. So, folks, again, I'm on my way, but this video is finally done, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And hopefully all of this information and all of the answers will be out before Christmas, so we can all have a nice little peaceful Christmas. Thank you, folks. Have a great night. Take care.